Hello fans of REGENERATIOn gang, Tharries here, and welcome to the final of this sort of leak saga that I've been doing. This leak comes from the original poster, and is basically a follow-up from the original posters thing, basically talking about how Rassilon will be in the finale and stuff, whereas the last video I did was from someone else who was trying to debunk some of the other things. So we're getting some conflicting reports, but I just wanted to give you a follow-up talking about the original posters' thoughts on Series 13, basically. But before we do, if you could do me a teeny tiny little favour, click that subscribe button. The support at the moment's been insane. I've gained about 50 subs in like a day, which is mental. So if we keep that going, that'd be great. We're trying to get to 10k by the end of the year, and I honestly believe that with your support, we can make it happen. Thanks so much for listening to this message, and let's get into the final Reddit post. Hey all, I've received a lot of messages asking questions for some of the leaks I posted yesterday, to be fleshed out more. So here's some answers to the more frequently asked questions I have gotten. Please be aware, major, and I mean major spoilers ahead. That goes for all of you watching at home. There are spoilers ahead, and I just want to make clear, as I do with all of these, this could be complete waffle. I just enjoy talking about them. Question: is there going to be an overarching plot throughout the series, or does 7 episodes just lead to the finale? Yes, there will be an overarching story that is reminiscent of the narration from Rassilon in the End of Time Part 1. However, it will be the High Priestess of the Sisterhood of Khan updating an unknown person about what the Doctor is doing. This mysterious figure will be revealed as Rassilon in episode 8. Question: what will be the relationship between Yaz and Dal? Dan will be helping Yaz throughout the series as she tries to grapple with her mental health. Dan is the character who lost her daughter to a mental illness, so we're doing a family member being lost plot again if this leak is true, which I really don't like because it does just sort of sound like a retread of Graham early on in her life, and will be acting as a bit of a surrogate father figure to her. Is Captain Jack going to return for Series 13? Yes and no. While not physically there, he is mentioned in the Zygon 2-part story, so no, basically, which would comply with the other sort of leak we talked about where he's not coming back, but it does contrast in that the other leak said the Zygons weren't coming back. That's interesting that those two completely contrast each other. Question: where does Series 13 coming out? The plan is to aim for mid-October or early November release, once the announcement of the 14th Doctor is made. Filming will immediately begin to get the next series on track. There are currently no plans for a Christmas or New Year special, given the constraints of COVID and their limitations of episodes. Well, that would mean that we wouldn't get the conclusion of the Dalek trilogy in the Jodie era if this is true, which is interesting because I felt like that would be sort of an annual thing for the Chibble era, but you know, seems like we're not getting that. Question: is Rassilon the villain of the finale? Again, yes and no. Although it is revealed while the Master was responsible for destroying Gallifrey, he was doing so under the manipulation by Rassilon. That will also help flesh out a more solid truth to the Timeless Child. The main villain of the finale and the series as a whole is the past, and its implications. One thing long-term Doctor Who fans will love is more of a fleshing out of Gallifrey's past between Rassilon, Omega, Tectayun, aka the Other. So they're doing a sort of lung marrow type thing. Question: what else do we learn about the Timeless Child? To take a quote from a pretty important part of Series 13, you are the Timeless Child, but you are not the Doctor. Now this is very interesting because it would imply that in fact the Doctor is not the Timeless Child, and that was a red herring, so fingers crossed that turns out to be true, because I really don't like the implications of the Doctor being the Timeless Child. Is Donna coming back? No, I think we all knew that at this point. Donna is pretty much a non-entity in Series 13 going on what we know. How does the Doctor regenerate? While it hasn't been filmed yet, the plan is to have more of a classical regeneration with the Doctor passed out on the floor. I'd be totally down for this. I'm a bit sick of the whole putting your hands out and yellow energy, so it'd be nice to see something different. If you all have any more questions, feel free to message me. If I get enough certain questions, I will happy to do another Q&A. So there you go, there is the final part of this Reddit saga. You can watch all of these videos in a brand new playlist that I've created, so you can sort of figure out for yourself which ones you believe, which ones you don't. It's just, I thought I'd cover all of them because I thought it was important to give you guys all the information that I've seen on Reddit. Again, this is just on Reddit, so it could be completely false, but I just thought it was interesting to talk about regardless. What do you think about these rumours? Let me know in the comments below. Like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you do. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.